Hello and welcome everyone to the 40th episode and likely penultimate episode of our D&D 5e campaign titled Roaches. Today's recap will be done by mostly Justin.
Yeah.
Once I'm off the hook.
Depending on how much Justin actually remembers.
Yeah, probably. Alright, basically, the party was just looking to gather what allies, what resources they can for the, big battle with Akishigal. Mel decided to go to the Baron and talk to, and the Duke, yes. And, brought his dwarf compadres with him to try to both help their situation as well as secure some knowledge as well as any resources that the Duke could provide. The Duke was able to set up Mel with a little workshop. That way he could also fulfill the request of the Prince of Worms?
Yes, the Prince of Worms.
Yeah. As well as getting the heart object. Can't think what that thing's called.
the
black
hard
bottle of
object.
Hearthstone. Yeah, the heart object.
That you're
Black
not
bottle of
hiding in your
Hearthstone
pants.
checked out. I mean, you never know. To see that while there's some weirdness to it, it isn't an immediate threat to Mel. Otherwise, Mel just worked on both his crossbow, or the commissioned crossbow for the Prince of Worms, as well as some augmentation to his own, using the surplus of materials and such. And that's about all I did on my side. And then Sauron, entreated with his patron. I did several little fetch quests and communion and such to. I don't know what your end goal with it was. I don't remember that.
He basically got a bunch of items
Okay.
just by satisfying his patron sounds wrong, but basically.
Yeah, and I also bought some.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Did you interact at all with the faction leaders, or was that all logged?
He went there and bought leather armor, but he didn't like specifically do like any convincing with the faction leaders.
Okay.
It was kind of just all left to our hand.
Yeah, because I know I tried to get the dwarves on board, but their group was more concerned with their stuff. Which, I mean, is...
Yeah, I did not really know anyone, and I wasn't really a part of this thing, and we agreed that, like, since I'm an outsider and I'm really out of context, it will be hard for me specifically to persuade anyone.
Oh, I guess your character just doesn't really know enough important people. That's probably the main part.
Yeah, Arhant did his thing with the actual faction leaders and what all he wanted outlined. As long as all of that was kosher, what he posted ages ago.
Yeah, especially I think with how do you call it? His ability to how are the dice called again? Not premonition dice.
Portent die.
Yeah, the portent die. Those things. I think with the existence of them and the talk's probably taken multiple days, so he can use multiple of them. We can basically hand wave and say he was pretty successful.
Yeah.
I guess with everyone except the chain whirlers because their leader fucked off. There's not really someone to convince.
Yeah, there's probably
The,
some
the
vying for
general was
power or dissolution.
who were they again? Which was their leader?
Uh, the
Dragon?
dwarf.
Yeah,
Ah,
it was the
yeah.
dwarven woman that Sauron had
Mm.
encounters with, like sold her wine and stuff.
The only
She
one who
kind of
also
skedaddled.
the only one who also didn't take any damage from the assassination attempt.
Yeah,
Suspicious.
yeah, she was very suspicious. But yeah, they're the ones that ran like the one. Was it all ends or like not all ends, but like the
Not all
majority of
ends,
like
but a lot of ends. Like
yeah.
especially all the let's say higher class establishments.
Yeah. Yeah, so that whole like the most entertainment and I don't know what you would call it. It's not necessarily just service, but anyway, that whole industry is what they were
And
involved in.
which leaders did we convince to support us?
So they can the leaders physically can't be there. That's just a given. They are still kind of wounded, still healing very
Not the
slowly.
angel.
Yeah, not
The
the angel,
angel
but
is not
he's
wounded.
he kind of has the job of tending to the wounded.
He has clerics and priests. We're fighting a demon lord. I mean, he's an angel. Demon lords. I'm I'm just joking. Jan, do not worry.
Um,
Though having a Deva at our side or a Solar would be nice, but
yeah.
I'm just joking, or am I?
Vsauce music starts playing.
having a dragon at our side would also be useful.
Um, you do get you know you do not get a full dragon for multiple reasons. First of all, I think I'm very very sure that you definitely have noticed that the dragon thing was an illusion. You remember that thing was a drake, not a dragon.
Yeah, indeed, it was a drake.
So
Yes.
so that would be the first reason. The other reason being that the drake is, like all the others, still injured. You do get a group of wizards, though, led by a half dragon. Obviously, the ogres give you ogres. And they would also send. Do I do one or two? I mean, I'm not really going to roll for these things in fights, so I can just say two flesh golems. And obviously a bunch of the minor golems, but I'll just lump them in with the ogres, like I think the paper golems you already have seen, and that was like wax is also a lower level one. The priests and to no one's surprise, priests. They don't really send any lesser angels or anything like that. Just priests and paladins, basically. And the shadow blades. The shadow blades would probably also just send just soldiers and assassins. Yeah, they have assassins. That's probably the strongest part of their group. So the Duke sends multiple regarding Mel's involvement, the Duke obviously says multiple things. First of all, among the city guard, you notice a fair amount of people with familiar-looking glaives just mixed in. And second of all, you also see 3 familiar spiders following you.
Yeah, 'cause I know one of the biggest contributions that he allows is just the logistics of being able to teleport around, as well as to get on the scene of where this is going to happen.
Who are the other ones? Oh yeah, I think you were given a promise by a certain Prince of Worms. And they are actually honoring that promise. Probably because it's in their own interest to actually help you, but who knows? Maybe they just like you. Oh fuck, that thing just looks exactly like the Spirit of Hunger. I didn't think about that. Not exactly, but like...
Hey, wait a minute!
but like... at least like 50%? But like it was promised, he sends his general. Or maybe I'll just switch quickly to another person that could actually use a weapon. No, this is a caster. This is a caster. This is a caster. I think this is not a demon. This is... oh no, that's... I guess this is a generic fiend. It uses a weapon. Okay, we are using a Herald of Darkness instead of a Herald of Slaughter. But anyway... a big demon general. And is there anything else? I think that's kind of it.
That sounds about right. Like I said, Sauron just has whatever objects that he has from his correspondence.
Yes.
And then different faction leaders. That sounds alright. I can't think of anyone else. I know there were suggestions you made after the session, but we didn't follow up on them, so...
Yeah,
that wasn't
just the things that I thought about.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the top of my head. But yeah. So, I think you wanted to arrive in Grundingen by means of teleportation through the Duke's Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you stand there at the day of the promised invasion. Oh yeah, by the way, Ludwig, you have no issues in drenching the mask in blood. It just works.
Okay.
Well, it's still relatively early in the morning, so there aren't really signs of an invasion as of now. And I'd assume you probably just lie in wait, or what do you actually do?
And we don't have any, like, direction or particular path they're going to take for the invasion on this place. Just that it's going to happen here.
All that you know is that Akishigal is going to basically summon himself into reality. Yeah.
I mean, if we don't have any particular inclination of where it's going to come from or what, then unless someone has another suggestion, and lying in wait and seeing if anything looks peculiar.
Okay. So you wait, and exactly when the first hour afternoon had struck, the sky starts to turn dark as if a rainstorm is coming up, but there is no water falling from the clouds. You just see you see things falling from the sky, but where they land, it's just little tiny vermin just crawling all over. And as you stare at the sky, you see in the center of the city square a giant pillar just made up of thousands of squirming little roaches just rise up from the ground, breaching through it, and rise up.
And is Wanding in a city or a
It's-
village?
It's a city.
It's a city.
Otherwise, it could be a bit difficult to actually get enough people to slaughter. But anyway,
He goes to the farmer's market. And there's like a couple people there. Well, this is, barely qualifies as a slot, much less a slaughter.
um, yeah, and from that pillar there are 4 lines, not exactly leading in the cardinal directions, but roughly leading in the cardinal directions. Basically, lines of vermin just marching into the center pillar, and they basically are at roughly like 4 opposite corners of the city.
Hmm.
And in the middle of that pillar, you can make out a face. A demonic face, just peering through it. The face of the demon lord, Akishigal. Roughly insectoid face, although as well as his mandibles at the front of his face, there's also 2 massive mandibles curled on the back of his head, shaped basically like horns, or functioning as horns. And that visage, considerably larger than usually described, is just staring out of of that massive pillar.
But it's only the face.
It's only the face just staring out.
And you say it was the actual face or just like a manifestation to look like the face?
It's probably it is considerably bigger than you would actually imagine his head being, because he's not like particularly colossal, and that thing is like at least the size of a storm giant.
Hmm.
The face.
No, not
The face.
the pillar.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be pretty scary.
You
The
never know.
face
I mean,
big as a
and
storm
and the face is like peering out on top.
mm,
That would indeed be a pretty big face. And
but you know, it's demon lords, so with those fiendish characters, you never know them. They have egos to maintain.
How are our allies, particularly those of the demonic nature themselves, reacting to this display?
the general is readying her new crossbow. Um, before using one of the or the one worm that she holds on a leash to basically start digging a tunnel underneath the city. And then she kind of just disappears from your view.
Hmm.
And as she does so, the first few buildings, or a few buildings that you actually see, just have groups of. You would assume that they were cultists, but they don't really carry any. They are not really wearing any uniform, but you imagine them being cultists because they are dragging other townsfolk basically out of their homes and towards the Pillar of Vermin.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like being the heroes we are, we'd want to interject with that. Am I right? Or are we trying to do a greater good sort of thing? And what's Arahan's opinion? I know Sauron's already kind of morally nebulous.
Hmm.
I mean, I do good only if it pays.
Yeah, yeah. As I said, I figured the other character that probably has like a good moral scope.
Yeah, and I kind of stole some of the things I'm going to use in this battle. So
Well, if you look at it and from a picture for the greater good,
Then
see, Arahant is a morally gray character too.
well, I am wearing gray robes, although most of them are blue and
You
white.
know what I meant, you old rascal. I say to Arahant.
But yeah, are we wanting to step in and try to stop these cultists from doing this, or are we trying to maintain our element of somewhat surprise?
Arahant is neutral good, so um,
As am I.
well, yes, it would be advisable to try to to stop them,
Alright.
especially because we know that from or at least I had in my last vision that everything that they said that everything was prepared to bring forth Akishigal into our realm. So, and it would happen here in at Wundingen. And here we are at Wundingen, seeing this pillar with his face on it, on top of it. So it would be best to stop it, yes.
That's all I need to hear. Then I will take
But
some shots.
unfortunately, I'm not really a tactician. I have book smarts, and some book smarts and lots of wisdom, but I'm not that sure.
I will definitely take some shots at some cultists then. Particularly any that look to be leading the operation.
Well, let's put these houses onto the map layer, and these people into the token layer. Well, there you have your cultists.
Where would we be in relation to them?
The pillar is somewhere in this direction, so you probably would interject yourself, just trying to catch them basically marching through the streets.
Where'd you say the pillar was?
Like below you, basically to the south.
Okay. Yeah, so. Is this also a cultist here, or was it? Or is that
Yes.
another? Okay. Yeah, then I will seize my surprise and probably shoot. Does he look leaderly compared to the rest of them?
Yes.
Then I would take shots at him.
Then you may do so.
Okay, would
Use
that be
your
an
surprise
advantage?
round. No. Advantage in a surprise round is like you would get that from like a feed or a class feature. I can't remember, but it's not a default thing.
Okay.
The surprise round is already the surprise factor of the surprise.
Okay.
We get to act before actual
Yes.
initiative is rolled.
Okay. Well, my first shot will be that.
12. Does that actually? No, that doesn't hit.
Then I will try to make it hit.
Okay.
14, damn it.
14 actually does hit. That guy's just wearing leather armor.
Yeah, take that damage.
Ooh. That's a fair amount of damage. Still standing.
Let's try it again. Holy fuck! Stop rolling.
Another 12.
1d8. Alright, 19.
That hits.
If you want, I can use one of my portent dice,
It's alright, I still have.
but but they are a 3 and a 5.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy to oblige, but
Yeah, and
19 damage.
you managed to shoot down the leader. Anyone else
Nice.
want to do anything in the surprise round?
Yeah, those are my attacks. Unless I want to blow everything.
well, I think that Arahant. Where are we here on the map?
Oh yeah, I totally should also just put the actual map on stream. It's not the most important fight, but a fight is a fight, I guess.
How the hell I rolled 2 7s?
Yeah, do our hand or Barkas want to do anything?
Yes, Arahant would very much like to do. Let's see, what is the range should be okay. Let's quickly calculate. Oh yeah, yes, of course, excellent.
Ooh, that looks like an ice knife.
Oh, nice.
A fireball?
Arahant will will mutter an incantation whilst he's under his breath, and whilst doing some of his hand movements, the crystal in his staff starts to glow ever so slightly. And how do you draw something in here? Rectangle. Let's see. 20 feet. 20 feet should be this. And above the he's sending a little spark of
I will have to inform you that these are the people being kidnapped. Like the people standing in front.
Yeah, the chicks. We don't want to hurt them.
Just
I was
saying.
not planning on hurting them. So.
Oh, is it just sleep?
But so a little spark of blue ethereal energy goes into the air above their heads and expands, and they have to roll a I think it's a wisdom save. No, it's a dexterity save.
Well, did any of them meet your DC? I would assume that the 18 did.
The 18 would have, yes. All the rest failed. Around them, suddenly, ever so slightly sheen of blue light appears, and envelops them. They have been targeted and touched by fairy fire.
Oh, okay.
So any attack rolls made against them, except the one who saved, has advantage, and they cannot benefit from being invisible.
Oh, how did you know that I planned on making them all invisible?
I'm just reading what
I
what
know.
Verify does.
Bacchus, anything from you that you want to do during the surprise round?
You still here, Barkus?
Oh,
Hello? I can hear you.
my mic has a little bit of a problem, and I was talking, and talking wasn't talking.
If it's your go to what you want to do in this surprise round.
Oh yeah, of course. You already attacked, and the Arahant
Cast
did.
fairy fire.
Then I will be. I will save up my spells for now because I don't have many, and I will shoot my shooty thing, my Eldritch Blast, my new Eldritch Blast.
A new Eldritch Blast.
Yes, it became nastier since last time.
Okay.
Yeah, you got advantage if you hit one.
It did. It now pushes things.
Okay.
It now has a repelling blast. Now it moves things.
Oh. Yeah, that is a hit, no matter who you target, but don't, due to Verifier, you also have advantage, which you should probably use.
And I mean it's level 8, so it's still like 2 beams still. So I need to make a hit for each beam.
Yes.
Yeah, depending on who you're targeting, you'd have advantage on some of them.
Yes.
Well, roll 2 more die and just see if you crit. Is the important thing.
Um.
Okay.
Yeah, there are no crits, but they definitely all hit. How do you actually target?
The ones who are talking, who are holding the hostages like directly.
Okay. Do you fire both at the same target or at split targets?
I will do one to the left and one to the right.
Okay, then give me damage. Well, one of them dies.
Yeah, and another one is pushed.
Do you have Agonizing Blast invocation?
I do.
Okay. You probably have to recode it in. My girlfriend has a similar issue where it doesn't calculate it in there because it only rolled your d10s. So it'd be whatever your
Oh,
charisma
it
mod
did.
is.
Yeah, it didn't actually add the agonizing blast damage.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Eh?
Like it must have messed
It
up.
should.
Yeah, I know. I've had this exact same issue with my girlfriend's character.
Oh wait, it's +0.
That keeps reset. I think on level up, it messes with it for some reason.
Yeah, just put plus charisma. But that's like 4 more damage. That's still not enough to kill the other guy.
Yeah, but he's also pushed
What is it? Is
So-
it 20 feet?
I think it's 10.
10 feet away from me.
Okay.
So he did 13 and then 6 damage.
Yeah, let's do a quick initiative.
A quick initiative.
What in the hell are these rolls?
I mean,
I haven't got out of the single digits yet.
and one from Salwan, please.
Pressing my token. And I need to go. Ew. Why did you cast 4 initiative? Ah, okay. I see why.
Yeah.
Mel, cool initiative. I really like it.
Yeah, I know. With my +4 and somehow.
I mean, someone would worse than you. Okay, the guy that has been pushed back.
Let's see. Now is when Arhan gives that 21 a 3 just so he's down here at the bottom.
Okay. He rushes back there and then pushes the hostage forward, and now knowing that there are projectiles coming in, basically holds her in front of him as cover.
Yeah, I figured.
Guess these guys don't really have a big option other than just charging in and standing in melee to be annoying to the warlock, using a dash action. Okay, this square is kind of annoying right now. This one's also pushing the hostage. Well, our hand.
Hmm. Hmm.
First, the one that got a 3 would be the one I need to move.
Let's see, what's the range? I should know it by now because I've used it several times. I know its movement speed, but not actual. Oh, the actual range is 60 feet. Okay. In that case, as a bonus action, Arahant will clasp his holy symbol, utter a prayer to the great catfish of wisdom. All hail to this wonderful being, and summon the good old faithful. And I will summon it here.
Okay.
And it will be, I will show my impressive drawing skills.
There also still is like a fish in the bottom right corner. There's also still this one.
Ah, yeah, okay. I didn't see that one. Okay.
Both just look like a haunch of meat, but anyway.
It doesn't matter. I will cast it here. So he will cast spiritual weapon, and a catfish, a spectral catfish appears. Will of course start to attack this one as part of the bonus action because the creature is being summoned, or the manifestation is being summoned. Which he will do with. Which one has? Okay, this one, on this one he has advantage. Nice advantage. Spiritual weapon. Here we go. A 17 to hit
Nice.
Hits
for 8 force damage.
and kills.
Behold the wrath of the great catfish. Behold the wrath of wisdom and knowledge. It will bring down and low everything. And then as his action, no, not as his action. Yes, as his action, but first Arahant will.
Yeah, spirit weapon is a bonus action even on the cast, yes.
Indeed. Will he be bold enough? Yeah, he will be bold enough. He feels himself emboldened. Hepla will move. Maybe not. Those are buildings, the pieces in gray. Or not?
You can move there. That's nothing bad happening.
Okay. Well, in that case, he will move here.
Oh no, that's a wall. Sorry.
That's what I meant. The
Our hand phases into the building. Man, you've grown a lot stronger.
Well, from here, I still have a good view. It will be a regular attack, but he will cast another good old faithful, and a cantrip, of course, because he can no longer cast the spells in action. But it will be boom, 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 boom. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He will cast a firebolt.
Ooh.
Which misses
Spectacularly.
Yes, indeed.
And this guy?
The damage.
I mean, let's hope it's not hitting a hostage.
At that guy?
Yes, the one who didn't, who succeeded on the fairy fire.
Man, this guy's really lucky today. Let's see. Does the commoner actually manage to jump out of the way? This was basically there to emulate a 50-50. So yeah, she does manage to to move out of the way of the firebolt.
Arahant will say, I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. To the commoner, not to the...
Yeah, I assumed. I assumed you were not apologizing to the cultists. Well, Sauron.
Unless he wants to convert.
I'm going to grab the guy next to me and use decay on him.
Decay. Okay.
Yes.
That does it. You
It's
you
like
didn't move
2d10.
up yet.
I
but
think
it
it's
does.
like
Oh no,
2d10.
just roll damage.
And you do still have fairy fire, so you.
It's a yeah. Okay, this is actually called. Yeah, he does have fairy fire, but it also doesn't really matter because these
Okay.
things have 9 HP exactly.
Fair.
I
Yeah,
just grab him and make him decay.
yeah, and his jaw falls off. You're not sure if he's actually impressed or literally just decaying. Okay, I think this guy will just abandon his human shield and just charge our hand.
Of course.
And probably be incompetent. No! This technically could probably hit. Depending on if our hand lets it.
Hmm.
Does it look like a nasty scimitar? Or... I'm sure we got a big battle coming.
Yeah, indeed.
What? This is just to drain your resources? No.
mm,
It couldn't be.
mm. If we can have a short rest between two battles, he can recover some of his magical energies. Hell, I let it pass because 12 is his armor class. Oh wait. How it is called? Mage armor. What is the base of mage armor?
Should be 13 plus
Yep.
your dex.
Plus my dex, which is 2, then it would be a 15.
Oh, you actually have mage armor on. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind, then.
The
Mel!
good wizard never leaves. Or even at first at level 1, always takes mage armor.
I guess first off, I'm gonna try to help Arahand out, so I'll shoot at that guy. So for a 26.
That definitely hits.
13.
And the guy next to our hand, you say?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yes. And?
then my second shot will be at the other guy that has fairy fire on him. For a 14. Actually, 16.
16. That guy, right?
This one up here.
Oh no, the one up there. Oh, I was looking forward to a human shield getting hit, but maybe I shouldn't say that out loud.
And that is my turn.
That would be a great thing to clip out of context. Yeah, another cultist that charges at our hand and fails even more our hand. The final cultist is in melee with you.
And trying frantically to hit him, and then somehow maybe foreseeing the movements that will or the pathway in which the scimitar will take, Arhan manages to avoid it and will tell him, "You follow a demon lord. Feel the wrath of a true god." And he will use his bonus action to move his spiritual weapon.
Oh no, it left its face.
I cannot make it disappear. Yes. And he will attack the cultist. Here we go, spiritual weapon. Go on. 12 to hit.
12. That guy isn't in cover, so its AC is 12. Yes.
Okay, then it hits for 9 force damage.
Well, I already told you the HP numbers.
Feel the wrath of the great catfish.
Well, you follow a demon lord, now feel the wrath of a true deity.
He
And
said
the
that he
catfish
slapped him with
arrives,
a fish.
smacks him, and he the rest of the party and maybe the and not probably the commoners that are paying attention will see a rather smug and self-satisfying smile appearing on Arahan's beaming face.
Oh, we did it. At least this.
You did
small. We saved some civilians.
Yes.
You did it! You beat the final encounter. You killed 4 cultists. No.
What? No more.
Oh no, wait. 4 is the number of civilians, not of cultists.
Yeah, we killed like.
Except if
6.
I did a switcheroo by dressing the civilians up as cultists and the other way around.
Yeah, we actually just killed all the civilians.
Well, Arahant will call out to the civilians and tell them to come towards the to come towards their group.
Yeah, we can probably
Yes.
ferry them through the Dukes. Teleport them out of here.
Oh, will the Duke just take in random civilians?
I mean, he doesn't have to like keep them, but just out of this city, and then they can go somewhere else.
You know, but then they would know how his mana works.
Oh, fair. I didn't think about that. Well, yeah, and I guess it's just if he wants to sit on them. His head.
I mean, he literally can just put them in the physical mana that's built there instead of do it through the portal. That could just work.
Yeah, they can help with like the logistics and moving shit.
They
Like,
can
physically
just
moving.
move. Yeah, they will just move into the villa. Or the mana.
Yeah, it's times of war. Temporary refuge.
Well, you beat the first group of cultists. but and prevented a group of civilians from being sacrificed. But what you see from the four lines that fan out from the pillar is from all of those, or from each of those, um, there's now a new burst of vermin, basically, uh, flowing into the center. Holy fuck, I rolled very well. Way too well. But anyway. I guess it isn't that impressive. It's like literally 2 max rolls, 1.
Yeah, you got like both ends of the spectrum, so it ends up being about average.
Well, what do you do? Do you do anything?
I mean, I don't know if we'll make it to the other pillars before whatever they're doing.
Pillars. There is only one, no?
There's only the one. I thought the whole thing was like it was drawing a circle around this. Or a
There
circle.
are 4 lines going into basically the 4 far corners of the city.
Okay. Okay, and then the pillar is behind us.
And then the pillars in the middle, yes.
Yeah, okay. I misunderstood that.
One of the lines basically goes through here. Maybe like a block more to the right, but one just goes basically through here to the north.
Yeah, what do you guys think we should do? I already did my action of wanting to shoot some cultists.
And what kind of vermin does emerges from the central pillar?
The central, they emerge from the lines towards the central pillar, but the central pillar is roaches. The north is locusts, the east is slugs, the west is beetles, and the south is grubs.
All different ones. And what does it look like they're doing? Are they all trying to converge, or?
They seem to just constantly reinforce the basically reinforce the central pillar, and those waves that just came in. The individuals in there look especially. They look so fat that they are almost bursting.
Well, we should probably take care of that. At least prevent them. Or see, do the individuals look vermin-like everything else, or are they a completely different look to
When
them?
I say individuals, I mean the individual vermin.
Okay.
Like it's just particular fat slugs, grubs, beetles, and locusts.
Okay, I got you. Then we can see what they're up to.
I'm afraid that because some of them are quite full, that their goal is to go to the pillar and vomit their food into the pillar to fuel the rising of Akashigo. At least that's Arahant's opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. And, they've already got obviously we haven't saved everyone here.
Very tyrannid. Very, very tyrannid.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go try to at least prevent the plumper ones from doing their thing. So just making a nuisance of ourselves as adventurers do.
So you just want to basically wait it out till the next wave of fat ones comes in, and then just try to stomp them out, or what's the plan?
I think we want to move up and like kind of get a better bearing of what they're like fully doing there, and then
Oh, okay.
disrupting it.
Do you want to follow a particular line? Do you maybe want to split the party?
I don't know about splitting the party. That never goes well.
Squishy boys should stick together.
I'm actually relatively tanky.
He was referring to Sauron and Arahant.
Yeah.
Iter being tanky? No. How could that happen?
Relatively, in our context, is not really much of an achievement, my friend.
True.
It's hilarious because I'm like the one that like wants to be the furthest back shooting, like because of my range, but I'm also the one that can actually take hits.
I mean, you're an old man. I can see kind of. It's like, you know how in No Country for Old Men he was like too old to understand criminals,
Mhm.
so he stayed back because he knew he's no good for the job. Maybe you are the same.
Well, thanks.
Jan,
Yes.
one of those plump, the more plump ones, are they within 120 feet of Arahant?
Yes.
Well, then he will fire at the closest of the one closest to him. He will fire a firebolt at it.
Okay. You can go. You can roll to hit.
Unless they are within 20 feet, then from the spiritual weapon, then he can send the catfish to it. But
You can also just smash it with a catfish.
okay, then I will go with the catfish.
Okay. Then give me an attack.
It's a normal attack this time. Boom. Where is a spiritual weapon? 11 to hit for 9 force damage.
Is their
Well,
AC shitty because they're fat?
yeah. Contrary to popular opinions, single individuals of normal-sized vermin actually have less than 9 HP. So, yeah, you squish one. Do you have any further intention?
Well, that's a bonus action, so another one will take as an action a firebolt.
Can
For 23 to hit. And
Yeah,
11 force
that
damage.
also works.
Wow.
Is there any particular reason as to why we're now rolling to hit individual vermin?
That's your call.
No,
You're the
like
DM.
it's the
Why Arahant is doing it?
yes.
Is that the question? Well, Arahant, the working opinion that Arahant, or a working theory that Arahant has for the moment, is that those plump, vermin carry some kind of sustenance, or well, yeah, let's say a kind of sustenance, and scurrying along the lines towards the pillar to deposit this the sustenance into the pillar, which would help advance the ritual of summoning a Kishigal.
Well,
And so, with that in mind, he's thinking those plump creatures are there to feed and help strengthen the pillars. So if he can take out the 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 supply line, if he as it were, then he would prevent the pillar from getting more stuff and more sustenance or more energy, more power, more whatever. That's the working theory that Arahant has why he attacked those two vermin.
yes, and you seem to actually be correct, as the one you actually squish basically bursts into a puddle of blood.
Hmm. Well, Arahant will then call out to the rest of the party, destroy those fat bugs. They are feeding and strengthening the pillar and accelerating the summoning of a Kishigal.
I mean, we are just like seeing maybe 1/100th of the situation. Don't you think it will be kind of pointless?
Well, that's why we have allies with us that can take care of others.
Do you want to spend this? Do you want to spend this fight by your time in this whole battle by squishing individual bugs? It's that your grand plan?
I mean, yeah, it's a pointless activity. That's what I was saying.
What do you recommend then? That we attack the pillar itself?
Yes,
Okay, we can try.
I mean, I would love to stay here and squish some bugs, and when everything goes to shit, I don't know, go somewhere where home is, you know. But honestly, my resources will be more useful in the battle with someone more crucial.
Well, let's move up to the pillar then and attack the pillar.
Agreed.
Well, in what manner do you want to attack the pillar?
Is there an entrance?
No, it's literally just maybe calling it a pillar is almost overstating it. It's more of a pile, as in there is like no structure or anything. It's literally just this gargantuan column of just insects stacked on top of each other with the face of a Kishigal. Just
Is there any big baddies in there, like some demons or something?
um
Hostile activity, yes.
as of right now, no. Or I guess,
Stunned.
do you want to, or let's ask it a different way. Do you actually want to look inside by like sticking your head in?
No, I don't.
Okay.
The first idea is uh, bug. Bug is crunch. Crunch is what? Crunch is flammable. So if we, my genius plan is, if they are like regular bugs, we can try and set the pile on fire. Maybe their crunchy carapaces will be easily, you know.
Well, you can certainly try.
I'm asking my fellas.
Oh,
I mean,
They,
doesn't
but
hurt.
they are not answering me.
Sorry, I was typing.
Mm,
Because I mean, I have some
I
AOE
don't-
stuff, but I don't know. I don't know how much we want to sit here trying to disperse them up, unless we have like some. No, we needed insecticide.
That's like in medieval fantasy, it's fire mate.
No, no.
Mm. I have a couple of fire-based spells, but not a lot of them. Mm.
We can try and set fire in more regular way, like take torches, take flammable wood, and start building a big fire.
um, you can give me a nature check. Yeah. Never mind. Continue.
Well, looking around, other than just killing various vermin and stuff, does there look to be anything more pressing or strange that's going on around the city?
There are multiple spots with skirmishes with various cultists, but the activity seems to basically center around the pillar as well as the four corners.
Okay. Damn, where'd that dice go? I mean, we could get involved in the skirmishes. Does there seem to be a point that our allies are trying to make for while fighting through the midst?
Not really. They mostly are just concerned with freeing townsfolk.
Okay, that's fair. Then unless we have other direction, Mel would motion to try to help with the other fights. Unless there's something else we think we need to tackle.
I mean, if we cannot deal with the insect pile, we kinda don't have any other choice.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can still try dealing with the insect pile.
Yeah, I was trying to see. I don't think we ever picked up any like black powder or anything used as a bomb, did we? It's in our party loot. Because I mean, I could use the javelin of lightning, but I don't think that's going to hit enough of them. Be worth it.
Hmm.
Because of the way they're piled up, it would just like hit one bit of them.
Yeah. So I would just recommend that you would actually do something.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Well, I will give it a try. Arahant will
Spider-Man.
Arahant will go to the central pillar,
Yeah.
or the column, the heap of bugs, and he will cast Burning Hands.
Very well. You do cast Burning Hands.
You have to do it. It has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Buildings kind or that thing is too big to make a dex save. Forget
Okay.
it. It like covers the entire area.
It's getting hit.
14 fire damage.
14 fire damage. Yes, and while the extensive heat caused by the fire kills off a sizable amount, things that do have, bodily fluids don't really catch fire that easily, or don't actually fuel a fire properly.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need like 70% body fat or something to actually be flammable. Which
Life
is why
goals.
I think that babies are technically flammable.
Hell yeah. Baby Molotov.
What the
Don't have
fuck?
bottles, but you got babies. I'm going to
This
hell.
this wouldn't sit well with Arahant.
Our GM is very chaotic. His offers are quite sus. I think he's not really rooting for us.
That's
I just
Did
said
the-
that babies are flammable. I'm not sure what that has to do with
How like how did you okay, how did
I think I read
the
it somewhere.
conversation took a turn that way? Yeah, because he didn't
I
take
found
the
an interesting fact. Or possible fact. I'd have to check into it because now I'm curious. But rest in peace, my search history. Did the fire seem to stymie the whatever they're trying to do at all? Or at least a little
Not
bit?
by a significant amount.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think this is enough to roll the next set of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? 5. These were some slightly worse rolls. Actually, drastically. Yeah. Anything else you want to do right now? Ooh,
I mean, I
we've
guess
reached a threshold. Never mind.
I mean, we could turn our attention more to the face. What's the face doing at this point?
The face is now staring at you, and I think it will breathe out a poisonous odor targeting. You know, the one who just attempted to burn the pillar, so our hand.
Of course. Well, I have to say, Akishigal tried to make a bargain with Arahant, and Arahant refused. Plus, he's a follower of a deity, so yeah.
Well,
Maybe
you
yes,
can
he
give
would
me
be in the scope of a demon lord.
Well, you can give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Con save. 11.
Why is the zooming just... Wait, why is this... Oh, I zoomed out the wrong way. Okay. That's why this is completely fucked. I understand now. Is this better now? Is it worse now? I think it's... Oh, I love making things worse. Woo! Is this how it was before? Is it? No, it's this, right? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you rolled an 11. That does actually not make it. You take 6 points of necrotic damage. As you as you breathe in and your stomach starts churning.
Mhm. Fortunately,
Oh no, it's a diarrhea spray.
let me check, but I'm quite certain of it. Yes. Fortunately, the spiritual weapon is not a does not require concentration.
Yeah.
So Arahant is oh, it's nasty.
Yeah. Any new tries any new things you want to try?
Um,
You referring to the plural of you.
Ah.
So, anyone with any ideas on how to solve this situation?
Nice. Arhan got blasted. Did I miss anything else? I went to the bathroom, sorry.
no.
Okay.
Well, can Arahant try to pray to his deity to have some guidance on what to do?
You can.
Yeah, he can pray, of course.
Yes, you may cast guidance on yourself.
Do I have to do mechanically something?
You can give me a religion check if you want.
Okay.
Well, not really if you want. You do give me a religion check.
I really feel like it.
I was just about to say, like, what if he doesn't want?
What was it here? You said religion, eh?
Yep.
Religion, okay. Where is my religion? Under the R, of course. Ah, yeah. Here we go. 70?
17. Well, you ask the great catfish of wisdom, do you want to actually tell me how you actually formulate your question?
Yeah, he will grasp his holy symbol, cough a bit, close his eyes, cough a bit more, and then he will ask, "O Lord of Knowledge, your children are at a loss. Can you advise us on what course of action we should focus on best, please?"
Well, you fall into a trance.
Mm.
You basically black out, and the
Okay.
others see Arahant speak. Well, it is simple. These you have to eliminate the source if you want to stop. If you want to put an end to the flood.
That's what Arahant is saying.
Yes.
Well, Arahant, it's the great catfish who is taking possession of
Wait,
Arahant's body and is speaking through through Arahant's mouth.
wasn't one of your prophecies or something that we had to hop through the portal to go fight the old boy?
Mm.
And this face that's spitting at us is probably said portal.
I don't remember.
Am I talking out my ass, or is this something that genuinely happened, John?
I don't think that's anything that genuinely happened. I don't think he had any prophecy of going to a portal.
I could check 26 pages of recap, but
Yeah, get to it.
but it will take some time. You managed to keep the flood while I read.
Ah, yes. No, and after that,
Yeah.
our
Okay, the
hunt.
message I got in my head is what I'm referencing.
Oh, that it's something when I was about to say when our hunt attempts to retreat, you have to follow him and hunt him down, but that's when Akishigal tries to retreat, you have to follow him through the portal and hunt him down. Very important, Akishigal, not our hunt. But
Arahant wants to retreat, yes, that's a possibility, and then the party must hunt him down. Okay.
Yep.
but most importantly, our hunt. You seem to have lost conscience for a second, and you have something stuck in your throat.
Oh. Well, just kill me, come on. Let him finally find peace and rest. Free from visions and whatever.
Do you want to cough?
Yes, it's an instinctual reflex of humans, and I think most creatures to cough when you have something in your mouth and spit it out.
Well, you cough up an entire sardine. Just a whole sardine.
What? Okay.
Arahant, with all due respect, your deities suck.
I'm not in control of what it does. And also, I seem to have blacked out. What did happen?
Yeah, what happened on our end while he was? Well, I guess he talked to us about
Yes,
that.
Yeah, but
that
it was
part.
it was a great catfish that took, as I understand it, that took possession of Arahant's body and spoke through Arahant's mouth.
No.
But because Arahant blacked out at that moment,
Yeah, basically
Arahant
told
has
us
no
to
idea what has been happening. So, and suddenly the last thing he knows is he's praying to his deity, And the next thing he knows or is aware of is that he's coughing up an entire sardine.
No.
So he is a bit confused.
He told us something about cutting it off at the source. It's our only means forward.
I have also an idea to try and go through the fucking insects inside this pile. If there is a hole in the middle, like a tube, like huge vertical tube in the middle, can we see?
There's no hole in there, no.
It's just a pile.
Yes. I mean, you don't know if it's massive or hollow. You can technically, you
Hop
could
in there.
technically just put your face through it.
Into the wall of pests running around. Could possibly go flesh-eating ones at that. I mean, should we try to take shots at the head itself?
Well, I suppose that 1 minute has passed by now.
Yes.
Okay, well then my spiritual weapon is gone.
Yes, it is.
I mean, sure, we can try and take shots at the thing itself.
No, I mean, I can try to take a shot at looking at the Akishagawa head thing. What seems to be a weak point on it.
Well, do you attempt to shoot at the head?
I mean, I guess.
Well, give me a roll to hit.
A 20.
The arrow passes right through the head.
It's not really. Well, I mean, it attacked the shit out of Aron.
Yes.
Has it changed at all as the pests have been doing their thing? From what
That
it
seems to
looked like?
be. That seems to be a. Not really as of now. No.
Hmm.
Maybe it's gotten a bit bigger.
I'm sure it's fine.
What do our comrades do about this huge thing? Is there a battle going on? What's going on around us?
He said they were fighting in like little skirmishes.
They're mostly attempting to prevent any townsfolk from being captured. At some places, you actually see mostly like minor demons pop up, like more demons and how are the other small ones called, quavets and the like.
Hmm. Well, from what we are looking at, what would give off any indication of being a source of things going on?
Um. Well.
And I can do some sort of check if you'd want me to.
A source is a place, person, or thing where something is coming from. Usually things move from a source to a goal. I guess you can give me an intelligence check. Okay, this was not really supposed to be a puzzle, but you think that it may be referring to eliminate the source, like the spots where the at the corners of the city where the insects that kind of form or continue building up the pillar are coming from.
Alright, then that's what I will motion for us to go do. Mel just needed to take a good think on it. Is everyone alright with doing that? Heading to try to break up these little spots?
I mean,
Seems,
yeah, I don't really have better idea at the moment.
Nah, that's what we'll do.
Which of the lines do you want to follow first? Or do you want to split the party?
Nah, definitely not splitting the party. I don't have any inclination towards any of them. Do you guys? I mean, I guess the most thematic is roaches. We could start with that one.
Roaches is the central pillar.
Oh, okay. Well,
The
then,
others are slugs, beetles, grubs, and locusts.
we can go with locusts then.
mhm.
They're another harbinger of bad things.
Jan,
Mm-hmm.
the living statuette.
Yes.
Is it?
It is recharged by now, yes. If that's
Yes,
your question.
but how does it? Does I have to throw it and call upon one of the
Yes.
6 forms.
Yes.
But once I have done that, is it done?
It is done. You still how do you I think you give it verbal commands, but they don't take actions or anything.
Actually, I guess that upgrade would be enough for me to have to rename old Abigail.
And the several abilities that it does, can he do it once each or?
I think they just work on a recharge system, don't they? Wait, statuette. If I remember
Yes, I
correctly, they
see.
work on a recharge system.
Okay.
The living statuette. Yeah, they all have recharge 6.
Hmm.
And I think the ones that give one of the ones that actually gives a buff. Which one is it? The one that summons the swarms doesn't recharge while the swarms are still active.
It's a demon form.
Yes.
Okay.
Is
To the locusts.
Mm-hmm.
to the locusts. Okay. That moving to the edge takes 2 more time units. Well, you arrive. And what you see, where at the center of the city was a pillar, in at least this corner of the city, there is a pit, sacrificial pit. It looks like that the cultists are basically throwing the captured villagers into.
Mm.
That pit is filled with locusts.
How big's the pit?
The pit is 10 feet in diameter.
How many cultists are there?
There currently are 3 cultists. Do I just say 3? Yeah. Probably not a significant amount for you.
No, I can probably.
Well, we could take out those cultists to start with.
Yeah. And then I think my exploding shot would be able to cover enough distance because it's just locusts from the looks of it in there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I shouldn't need to hit very hard to kill locusts. So that AoE should cover them.
Well, as you turn towards the cultists standing around their pit, I guess I'll clear the map up a bit. I said clear the map up a bit. Why can't I select this? Okay. A thing jump. No, actually, it doesn't jump out behind you. It just comes out of one of the gutters to your right, or it would be to your right if you are actually facing the pit. Boop, boop. These things can go onto the map, and I forgot one more cultist for deletion. And that thing. I am in range, yes? Yes, that thing spits at Mel.
No.
And it misses. Yes.
Well, with that, I doubt I want to stand for getting spat at.
I would doubt that too.
And hey, got out of the single digits.
So we are moving on into a new initiative. Can I get the initiatives for Mel and our Hunt?
You can.
Means
When I say a thing, I should probably describe the thing as more than just, a thing. Imagine someone just took a dog or a wolf and just attached the legs and the face of a cricket onto it. That's basically it. I say as if that wasn't already enough of an abomination.
No. Still need Sauron, it looks like.
Sauron?
Baby, come back.
Salmon, did you fall asleep? Hello? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crit my first attack and it'll be fine.
I guess so. Yeah, we'll just do Salmon as soon as Salmon returns. Give me your first attack. It will be fine.
Oh, it's not a crit, but a 19.
That hits. What in the 9? Okay, yeah, that is damage.
Now that's a heavy shot for you, a sharpshooter.
Yes.
He's still ticking.
Yes, it is.
Give him another one then. 13.
Oh, wait. I can... Ooh. I can first use the power of smoke. That attack roll has disadvantage. I guess that's still a 13. A 13 doesn't hit it, it just bounces off the carapace.
You're attacking that one here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try to make that 13 hit. Oh my god.
A 14
14.
bounces off the carapace.
Damn it.
It just bounces a little bit less far. Oh, I guess more far, as the impact would have been stronger, not weaker.
15, 20, 25, 30. I guess just move over here. That'll be all.
Where's he? Oh, back there. Yeah. The thing unfolds its locust wings and just flies at you.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, those both hit, unfortunately.
And it's slashes and scratches at you twice. Was that a Lodwick on?
Yes.
Okay.
On the first attack, because the condition states that the caster must see an attack, a skill check, or a saving throw succeed. So
Yes.
the first attack succeeds. Arahant will spend one level 1 spell slot to cast silvery barbs. He will have to the creature will have to re-roll the first attack.
Okay, it's time to reroll. Well.
Yeah, well. And he will give his advantage to himself.
Yeah. And that actually leads us to your turn.
Mm-hmm.
15 damage, unfortunately.
He will then, because he has advantage on the next attack, skill roll, or saving throw, he will show his holy symbol or brandish his holy symbol to the locust-like creature, and
Yes.
he will cast a guiding bolt on it.
A guiding bolt, you say?
Yes.
Yes. I guess I have to roll a d6 because it's a ranged attack roll, if I remember correctly. Nope, you can use it as normal.
Okay, so it will be with advantage. Hmm. Oh, and I will upcast it to level 2. Oh, yeah. 24 to hit.
24 doesn't need hit, and that's 17 points of damage.
Yes, radiant damage.
And
And
the
it's bathing in some white golden light, and until is it the next attack done on him is with advantage also.
yes, and the creature, you couldn't really call it howls, but it makes a disturbing noise somewhere between a screech and just the sound of just two plates of chitin just scratching on each other. Make almost like fingernails on a chalkboard. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
As it turns around towards our hand. Well,
And then Arahant will use his bonus action, still clasping his holy symbol, will ask, "Oh, great Lord of knowledge and wisdom, grant me your power." And as a bonus action, he will use his channel divinity to harness divine power and regain some spell slots.
Nice.
That's an optional rule that's an additional option that came in Tasha's. I think was it Tasha's? Yeah, I think.
yes.
That sounds right.
Where every class gets some special additions that they can do with their abilities. And then he still has his movement, so Arahant will move 30 feet away.
Okay, and that brings us to the turn of cultist number 1, who now can dash into melee with Mel without taking an opportunity attack. Thank you, our hand. Then the locusts from the pit emerge, and I think those also dash towards our hand.
Of course.
Probably like this.
Mel gets a measly cultist, and Arahant gets a cultist and the locust.
Your cultist actually only moved 30 feet, so he can actually attack. So you get scimitarred. And
Yeah, I will let it pass. Even with shield, I wouldn't be able to block it. So.
And the final cultist dashes for Salwan. And
That's
I
fair.
think, yes, from the pit, the visage of Akishigal emerges once again. That should be. And well, once again, it breathes out a stream of noxious gas, but there's one blackish stream that is aimed at Mel, while while another two green streams are split up between Mel and our hunt, and well, you can both give me a Constitution saving throw.
Unfortunate.
A DC 15.
Oh my god, just fucking short.
And that should be, first of all, 2 necrotic damage for Mel. And then 1 poison damage for Mel and 5 poison damage for our hunt.
Hey, I got out of there pretty nice. All things considering.
Yeah. Sometimes the D6 beats the D8.
Okay,
And
let's-
sometimes it's Mel's turn again. And he didn't even die.
I mean, that's nice. That's the intended result. I think I gotta eat this oppie from the cultist to get there.
Oh,
Remember that. Let me check if it's until my.
This is the line I want.
should I do the opportunity attack?
I mean, unless Arhan has something to say, otherwise I am moving out of that cultist space. Misses.
Creature
A
of your
one.
choice. And the next attack before the end of your next turn. Before the end of my next turn.
Yes,
As
I
it
should have
was.
advantage.
But on the locusts.
Yep.
Like thing.
Yep,
Okay.
that's who I'm shooting at. I'm lining up a line shot on the locust through these two cultists. As I will attempt to shoot.
Range
Hey,
shot.
baby.
Yes. Mel with the railgun.
So I will re-roll that piercing damage on the creature, the big creature. So re-roll a d10. For a 10, nice. Okay, so it'd be 15 on him, and then the others two got to make me a dex save or take 7.
Oh, God, oh heck.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanted it to be piercing or if you wanted it to be electric with what we talked about, but
I would want it to be electric, with basically
Okay.
the arrow just impacting, or the bolt impacting and then just exploding basically into a small lightning bolt. That's a fail. Those are all cultists. So I can do a second one of the same thing. Oh, when I said the 1d10 and the 2d6, I just meant the bolt's basic, the how to the bolt just dealing a bit more damage than your average bolt. It's not involved in like the save for the main target.
yeah. Just the way I had to program it, like the first one is just the damage that the primary target takes when I shoot at,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
Okay.
then I don't know if he takes the other damage too or not, or if it's just the people behind him. But then the people behind him, that'll be electric. I've changed it now. I didn't know if it was piercing damage or electric.
Lightning is the word, by the way.
Yeah.
And the 10 was.
Rerolling because of piercer feat.
So okay. Yeah.
That's replacing the 3.
So it's like
out of the
15
first
damage
roll.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty decent. And the other ones both take 7 damage from the lightning. So they are pretty low. Your next action. Or not your next action, your next attack. Crossbow
I'll do
man.
another one. Try to finish them off.
Okay. One of them actually manages to save, but it still takes 2 damage, which is its remaining HP. It also has become yellow and ungrouped because I can't click correctly.
For reasons.
Yes, the main target. That's a 29 to hit. Yeah. You do hit and you kill.
Nice. So Arhan just hears like this loud, just cracking of air, basically, as there's like a little charging thing on the top of Abigail, as you see, as the bolt soars through the flesh of these 3 people.
Arahant will exclaim, "See, I've always said that Abigail had a sharp and wicked tongue."
Yep, now it reaches a bit further too. And that'll be my turn.
You know, I don't think this encounter will be particularly any more interesting, so the demon tunneling underneath the city with the crossbow made by Mel just tunnels up, and emerging from the tunnel just fires lightning bolt shots, just with charged with a bit more electricity, just straight through the 2 remaining targets, eliminating them.
Oh, she's one of our allies.
That's when I made the crossbow for.
Ah, okay.
I moved that guy into the map layer before I put the X on him. But it's not like you will probably want to loot them or anything, so I can also just delete them.
Getting them bugs. Oh, I need to recover ammo.
Well,
Shot 2, so I get 1 back. I shot 2 heavy, so I got 1 back.
now they have just you, a hole, and some bugs. Or a pit and some bugs, I guess.
No. This is just a bunch of locusts just doing their thing down there.
Yep.
Well, I think if I do a shrapnel shot, it would hit the area exactly.
It technically goes down further, but
Oh, okay. I thought it was just cut off 20 feet. Because I do a, let me pull it up, a 20-foot sphere.
oh,
It's like the,
yeah.
whatever that ranger spell is, I can't think of, is what it's propertied after.
Well, to make it short, the
If I think it would take care of it, then I'll expend it. If I don't, then I won't. Think of something else.
let's make it simple. On your shoulder, an imp unshapeshifts, and in a callback to I think roughly 15 sessions ago, the imp hands you a fire charge. Or just, yeah, basically alchemist's fire.
Alright, lob that thing in there then.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, bright colors. Burns good.
Mill just has like the most perplexed look on his face, looking at it like, are you good there?
Yes, more than good. And he spiders himself again.
Nice. So I get
Spider
the
in.
feeling of something landing on my shoulder, then crawling away as a bigger than normal spider.
And they can become invisible at will.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Maybe I should use that more often instead of just having them walk around as insects.
Yeah, just be an invisible spider just crawling around on you.
I mean, they can shapeshift and go invisible, yes.
Yeah, like you scratch, fucking god damn it. But yeah. Well, how's she faring for you?
Yes, good. Wait,
This was to the demon thing.
Oh, to the demon.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I'm unimpressed by your craftsmanship. Thing has worked like a charm.
Thank you.
She cannot say that she is unimpressed.
Yes.
So she's impressed.
Yes.
No.
But being a demon, she has her pride, and so
Yeah, has to give me the roundabout compliment.
yeah, that's it. So if I understand correctly, that demon woman that we have here was the one for which the demon lord of worms made a deal with you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And so because you made the weapon and you honored the deal, it agreed to help us by sending that demon here. Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was one of the minions of the Duke, but no.
No, the minions of the. I mean, it's a bit hard to figure them out because they mostly just disguise themselves as humans. They basically just look like. You take the average city guard, but give them some suspiciously infernal-looking glaives.
After exchanging some words there, dealing with the locust pit, I think we head to the next one, unless we need a rest or.
Once you throw in the alchemist fire, what happens? The locust.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
basically, because alchemist fire, it's basically it's basically napalm.
Mm-hmm.
So it just burns down slowly, or just the burning liquid just flows down slowly until it reaches the bottom of the pit, leaving nothing but burnt out carapaces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Worst case, even the smoke and shit will just suffocate them. Like,
Yeah.
if the fire itself doesn't get to them.
And there's no more emerging from that pit.
Done well here then.
So, in the spirit of actually telling you my plans, I kind of expected these things to go a bit quicker.
Yeah. That was
So
not bad for not
the combats at the pits are all not incredibly hard. So, basically how this works, if you will, or let's ask it that way. You probably now do want to go to each of the things one by one, each of the pets.
Yeah. Each of the sources, yes.
Um,
And cut off the supply to the main heap.
okay, if you do not expend any type of any kind of magic to move faster, then I would just basically roll the amount of sacrifices that would still be made during that time, and we can just gloss over those fights. And basically, next session we will start with the sources being eliminated,
That's
and
fine with me,
only
of
the
course.
pillar remaining. Is that fine by you?
Yes.
That's fine with me.
Do any of you want to use something to increase your speed, or are you fine with just rolling the normal amount?
Well, Arhant has nothing that spell-wise would enhance his speed, so
Yeah.
no.
No, and
I
for me,
just-
it
I
depends.
basically just added that in case someone uses fly.
Mm.
That was like the main reason I added that.
After we deal with them, is it immediately this next thing's going to happen, or is there like a calm before the storm?
That's not really. If you are asking for time for a short rest, probably not. No.
I didn't figure so.
Mhm.
Okay. Then the first thing is eliminated by now, so
Damn, rolling hot there.
woo, rolling really hot there.
Was the last one supposed to be D8s?
Yes.
Okay.
Although I
Yeah.
kind of rolled wrong dice before for the last one, but yes.
Okay.
So we're skipping over the locusts. We're going for those, and we're going for those. That's until you reach. If you went for the locusts first, which direction did I put the locusts in? I said they are to the. Is it really that important? I think I put the locusts to the west. So do you want to go for the slugs or the beetles next?
I feel like the beetles would be the more dangerous. The two slugs feel like they take forever to get anywhere.
Okay, the beetles, cool. Then it's only this now. Beetles is this, so it's 5, 5, 13, 32, 22, and 28. And from there on, it's kind of, how'd you say, it just goes straight ahead from here, because, yeah, there's now only one of them that's close, and the other one would be at the opposite side of the map. So the next one would necessarily be the grubs. Meaning that we get one more for the slugs. And one more for the central pillar. And that's the overall amount of. Weirdly enough, the sacrifices are still relatively evenly distributed, but as in, even though you some of the things were destroyed before others, they are still, how'd you say?
Bountiful enough?
Yes, let's just say the thing you destroyed second had like 31 sacrifices. The thing that you destroyed last had 32.
Mm.
So I kind of rolled very high for all the early ones. And I guess there's like one more to go back to the center. True. But the sources are now eliminated. Do I just roll one more Akishigal breath attack? No, you will find that out the next session. I think we'll end this session relatively abruptly. And the next session, there's only really the final fight remaining. I kinda skipped over a few fights in here, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Basically, for the slugs, there would have been this big snail serpent thing. For the beetles, there would have been a swarm of clicker beetles. And for the grubs, there would have been, I think this is a swarm of maggots. It's a swarm of maggots. Yes.
Okay. Jan,
Yes?
I suppose that whilst dealing with those other sources, there was enough time for Arhan to check down a healing potion.
Yes, it would.
Here we go.
You know what? I kind of want to do one final Akishigal breath attack at the end of the session. Or not breath, but yeah, technically breath attack. Because that's the thing that got like stronger. So let's see. Yeah, no, never mind. I'll just do that next session. And not just because I didn't roll well or anything, more because I just realized how many things I have to actually do for that, and that it would probably immediately start a combat because one of the things actually summons things. So, we'll actually end the session. You can say goodbye first, and we'll have to figure out where Barkas went.
Yeah. But take it easy, everybody. We'll get to that big boss fight next time.
Mm-hmm. Have a nice weekend. And indeed, until next time, let's see if our party will survive this encounter or not.
And until the next one, have a good one, everyone, and a nice remainder of Carnival.